Do you think, as a lifelong Jets fan, we'll say this, as a lifelong Jets fan, not as their play-by-play voice, but do you think that the Jets should run it back with Rodgers next season?
I don't know that they have a better option.
Yeah.
I would look at it as logically as possible.
Yeah.
And I do think that running it back with him next year could be a means to a different end. Like, who's the other quarterback option? So, but rather than just saying in a silo, do you run it back with Aaron Rodgers? What's choice B? Are you going to go sign Sam Darnold and bring him back? Like who are the other free agent quarterbacks that could be out there that they could bring in that would be a better option than Aaron Rodgers? Number one, who will they get? Where's their draft choice? What if they lose the last 6 games?
Yeah.
What if they have the number one pick in the draft and they draft Cam Ward and they bring him in? They, whoever the new GM is, if that's the way they go, falls in love with Cam Ward. He's our future, and then has the opportunity to say, sit him in Aaron Rodgers' room for a year. That could be very beneficial to a young quarterback. Don't go play right away, which is what they do. Wait. They did that with Mark Sanchez. They did that with Geno Smith. They did that with Sam Darnold. They did that with Zach Wilson. Any of those guys that are experiencing success right now, if they're still in the league and playing at all, are experiencing that success somewhere else.
Yeah.
Because they've gone through the meat grinder. They've got like the armadillo skin now, and now they've made their mistakes with the Jets, and now they've gone elsewhere. Well, don't do that. Right? Like, let that guy learn and only put him out there the way they put Chad Pennington out there when he was actually ready to go play. That's the last young quarterback that really was ready. I mean, Mark Sanchez won, yes, his first 2 years, but they didn't win because of him. They won in spite of him. They had a great run game, a great defense, and they did everything that they could to minimize his role. And then when it finally came time to say, all right, Mark, here are the keys to the car, they were like, oh, he's not ready for this. And they had to like go all the way back to the way they tried to play before.
Right.
But now it was too late because they tried to surround him with all these weapons. And it kind of fell apart and they became a losing team. So I would, again, endorse bringing Aaron Rodgers back if it meant there was a means to an end for the future. And I think there's a very logical script where that could take place. But who are they drafting? Who else are they bringing in? Like, what? There's way too much uncertainty as to what option B is to, like, say right now.
Sure.
Aaron Rodgers next year, run it back and give it another try. And you also have to ask him honestly after this year. He does have to answer that question. Do you want to do this again?
Yeah.